Johnny Gargano, and you are listening to the Bob Culture Podcast.
Nothing between the lines of the page or at a time. Forgiveness is for angels, but this angel fell out of line. Nothing, no second chance or redemption can be found. 'Cause you can't run the devil and the devil is running you down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here on the BCP, We Are Not Worthy. Please welcome in star of the Young Rock. You know him as the Iron Sheik, recently married. Congratulations.
Congratulations,
An amazing artist here at WrestleBash 22. We Are Not Worthy, Mr. Brett Azar. How are you? So,
I'm wonderful, guys. How are you?
Azar or Azar? Because I've heard it both ways. It is Azar.
Azar, okay.
But dude, thank you for coming on for a few minutes. We appreciate it. We're big fans, man. What's it like for you being here, WrestleBash 22, amongst the fans? You're at a lot of these cons.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
So being at these, it's hard for me to stay at my table because I want to go run around and talk to everybody that I idolized my entire life.
Yeah.
The first, I get all the autographs as soon as I get here.
Yeah, as you should.
You know what? Smart man. And I don't think anybody's turning you down anyway.
No. I mean, fortunately enough, I do an okay job playing the Sheik. That they respect.
You do a great job.
Yeah, you do a
respect
fantastic
me
job, yeah.
As I respect the legend on TV. So, and things are good with that. We're filming season 3, which is going to air November 4th. Friday nights
Shameless
now.
promo.
Shameless promo, November 4th.
NBC, 8 p.m. Friday nights, competing with SmackDown.
That's awesome.
Record
Interesting.
SmackDown, watch us live, all right?
Yeah, that's it.
Or I break your back.
Yeah, there it is. And I got to ask you this, because I think when you guys first started the show, and just right out the gate, it's got so much success, but it was a difficult time in the world, trying to film and all.
We
How did
filmed
that
during the
work out?
pandemic.
Yeah,
I thought, my career was done for the year.
Really?
Wow.
And we were at home. I was with Linda at home. We were quarantined. And I was like, I never shaved my head before. I want to shave my head. So we shaved it, bicked it.
Usually that's the opposite. Everybody let their hair grow out.
I've never, ever shaved my head. So I did it, looked in the mirror, I went, that looks fucking terrible. And then it was like, yeah, this is not your look. You're gonna grow your hair back. 3 days later, I got the call to audition for the Sheik. And the casting agent was like, oh, Brett, you shaved your head already. I was like, yeah, what's up?
It's meant
they were
to
like,
be.
you look perfect. I was like, okay. And then we went through the auditioning process. I booked the job, and I go to Linda. I'm like, honey, I'm sorry, but
This
the bald head
You look good,
for
man.
like a
You're
year,
pulling it off,
maybe.
brother.
And we're going on our 3rd year now with the bald head.
Hey, man, well worth it and well deserved. I got to talk about this. My buddy, a huge Terminator fan. You guys were talking a little bit about that at the last
fantastic.
con.
We had a great time.
Yeah, it was phenomenal, yeah.
I've been doing Arnold Schwarzenegger since I was like 30 years old.
But we had a great talk at Legends, and you talked to me about meeting Arnold. What's that experience like working on Genesis and legitimately being Arnold for a scene?
For me, I grew up. My father left the picture very early.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
He was a bad guy. So I grew up wanting to be a good guy, and I didn't have a father figure in my life. And my grandfather, who was a traveling salesman, we had to move back with our grandparents.
Okay.
My grandparents when I was young. He had a collection of Arnold movies.
Perfect.
So I grew up watching Arnold movies. I was drawing Arnold and Predator and guns and muscles in kindergarten. And they were like, Brett's got an issue. We might have to suspend him. He's drawing weapons. I was like, but it's Arnold.
Fair enough, yeah.
Fast forward into the future, Arnold is the guy that I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah.
Fast forward in the future,
Yeah.
I start bodybuilding in college. I'm competing. I'm winning. Fast forward in the future, I get a job as an actor randomly. Fast forward a little more, I get to audition to be Arnold. I become Arnold.
Yes.
Which is
It's
insane,
like a full
man.
fucking circle of manifest destiny. This is who I want to be when I grow up. This is who I literally became when I grew up.
Yeah.
So for me to fanboy over Arnold is way more. It's deeper. It's he got, he created who I was from the beginning. From that was my morals, my what I wanted to achieve appearance-wise, what I wanted to be a hero, a role model. To become him in person was just fucking you know.
I'm sure. That must have been wild. What was it like
out of this
interacting
world.
with him? What was it like talking to him, getting to pick his
he's,
brain?
he's like your dirty old uncle.
Oh no!
Once you get into his circle, he's fucking phenomenal, man. He, you know, we were hanging out. Like once I showed that I was professional around him, then he opens up to you. And he starts
Okay, then
telling
he,
stories.
yeah.
But he would always wear skull rings, right?
Ah, okay.
And so to be cool, on the premiere of the movie of Genesis, I went and got my first skull ring. This one.
Okay.
Went up to him. He's with his whole entourage, all his celebrity friends. And I go, Arnold, I got one. And he grabs my wrist and he goes, nice try. Why is it on the pinky finger? And I was like, just in front of everyone. I was like, oh.
Of course,
Like,
man.
you fucking asshole.
No sell, yeah.
You're making me do this in front of everybody. But he's so cool. Like he called me up when he was doing his strongman competition in Santa Monica.
Okay.
He was like, hey, come be my VIP. We'll go out to breakfast. We'll train at Gold's.
Oh, no
oh
big
my God,
deal.
I'm there. I bought my plane ticket, flew out that week.
Wow.
It was, you know, if Arnold says, you know, I'm going to invite you somewhere, you
you're
fucking
there.
go.
Yeah, you fucking go, yeah.
And, but yeah, he like, we were at his trailer one day. And he comes out, and there was a bunch of us standing around, some good-looking dudes. Joe Manganiello was there.
Of course he was.
Arnold
No
goes-
big deal.
Arnold goes, bunch of studs out here. It's like Stud Union. Let me get something for Stud Union. He goes back into his trailer, comes out with cigars.
I was about to
passes
ask if
them
he had a
out.
cigar with him.
He sat down.
There
I
you
can't
go.
smoke a cigar for my wife.
Yeah.
So I'm crying, fucking coughing my
But you
ass
do
off.
it.
But you do, yeah.
Listening to Arnold tell stories about the 70s, how he used to visit prisons with Franco and challenge anyone to a bench press contest. And he said that, you know, you're at your strongest after you sprint a lap. So he'd make the prisoners sprint a lap, and he goes, okay, let's go. And obviously they're gassed and winded
they're
and they
gassed
can't
as
lift
hell,
shit,
yeah.
so Arnold beats them no matter what. But then, so I'm back with another group of guys bragging about the experience I just had smoking a cigar with Arnold. I'm like, yeah, there's a bunch of studs out here. It's like Stud Union, doing the voice. Arnold walks up behind me. All the guys I'm talking to are like, Brett, shut up, Brett, shut up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, I'm caught. And he hits me on the back. He goes, keep going, you're doing fine.
Oh, okay.
Ah!
So up to that point, you never did the impression in front of him.
I did, but not like
That obvious.
Not in like
Yeah,
not
I got
part of
you,
the
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Like they did hire me to do the lines of nice night for a walk.
Yeah.
The green light. Your clothes, give them to me now.
Solid.
And I had to do that because they didn't know if they were going to use me or dub me.
Oh, I got what you're saying. Okay.
And so that was part of like the requirement of the acting role.
Yeah.
Which actually made it an acting role instead of like a stunt or a proxy role. I was casted as Terminator, not like body double Terminator.
Right.
So it's like I'm one of like 3 guys
I was
that can
about to
say
say,
it
wow.
that can say that they are the fucking Terminator.
So it's you, Arnold, and then who's the third guy?
Who was it in Salvation? Roland Kickinger.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, where they like it was
Yeah.
all CG too as well. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I remember that. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So they used him, but yeah, it's my little bragging right.
That's
I
so
guess.
cool,
Well
man.
deserved, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you got to brag about this shameless promo. I'm a fan of the art, man. The sketching and
Oh,
stuff
thank
like
you.
I love the old school kind of comic Catwoman was one of my favorites.
Yep.
Check out his art. Check out his Instagram.
Yes,
you
please.
can purchase things. Tell us a little bit how you got into that and your skills, man. It's
Oh,
amazing.
that started in September.
Oh, are you serious?
This guy.
I was in-
hanging
I
out with
was-
Arnold, having
I
a
was
cigar.
in-
I just started drawing like a few months ago. No big
It's
deal.
not that bad. I'll say it's
you
not that
serious?
bad. It surprisingly took off. I get a lot of commission work, and now I'm doing
That's
comic
awesome.
book covers like full time.
Yeah, as you should. Good for you.
And yeah, I was in quarantine in Australia filming season 2,
It was Australia. Yeah, right.
and I was locked in my room for 2 weeks. And I was talking to Linda, and I was like, "Honey, I'm bored out of my fucking mind." She goes, "Draw me." So I drew her. I was like, "That's not bad." I posted it on my Instagram. And someone from the cast was like, "Hey, draw my wife." Drew his wife. Yeah, that's not bad. Someone else from the crew was
There
like, "Hey,
you
can
go.
you draw my
Oh.
girlfriend?" I started charging. They were like, "You should charge for this." I was like, "Yeah, sure. Give me $20." Drew another one. Started taking commissions through Instagram. I'm at $150 for a
I saw-
commission now.
Good.
That
I'm
is
like,
great.
"Damn, this is
Good
cool,
for you, man.
They're good, man.
Yeah.
And Brett,
Thank you.
I want to be very respectful of your time. Thank you for coming on. Last
Yeah,
one
thank
from
you
me.
so much, man.
Any advice you have to, we have a lot of up-and-coming wrestlers here, but how about some up-and-coming actors? Any advice you had for anyone
Up-and-coming
trying to get-
bodybuilders?
Yeah,
Just-
in the
yeah.
business.
If you want to, actually like look legitimate to agents and stuff, take legitimate acting classes and get legitimate headshots. It's worth the money. And for me, the classes in New York City, like I took them all. I took the Meisner technique and all that bullshit. The most I learned from was taking improv classes from Upright Citizens Brigade.
Yeah, there you go.
That kicked my ass as far as realizing how to act.
Yeah.
Because there, you're not thinking about what you got to say. You're not trying to memorize anything. You have to actually read people and go off what you, and that is acting. Like it's the realer you are, the better you are on camera. My acting went from steak and potatoes, meathead, gym guy, playing like the Trojan man for Trojan condoms. That was my first commercial.
Oh, really?
That's not a bad gig, though.
To actually being able to portray a character and interact on that. Improv classes, sign up for them, take them. That'll improve your shit the most. And with Upright Citizen Brigade, you get the credibility of that company on your resume, and agents will want to see that.
Love it. Brett, this is an honor. Thank you.
Yeah, this was really cool. Thank
guys,
you so
check out
much,
his
man.
Instagram, buy his stuff, watch Young Rock. We got it coming up. This is an honor. We are not worthy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brett Azar. Thank
You're
you, man.
worthy. You're
Appreciate
worthy.
it.
Number one, Baba.